The fastest way for an artist to launch a profitable art business isn't by posting more content. It's actually by offering more value. And nothing builds value faster than a handmade. So in this video, I'm going to show you the value and benefit of launching and starting your art business with handmade, and how handmade can help you stay in business and sustain and have income and revenue coming in not stop. So let's start with what this video is all about. It's all about handmade. Therefore, if you want to get started with your creative art business, I highly recommend you lead with a handmade product, a physical handmade product. That's what I would start with. So I will encourage highly, if you have to start your creative art business today, or if you want to relaunch it, or you've been doing it and it's not working, and you want to kind of like a refresh, reset, and restart the button, then what I would tell you today, my number one advice to you is start with something that's handmade. Now, the handmade can be, you could just show up and set up. It could just be just watercolor painting on a watercolor paper. It could just be just a screen print on a piece of fabric, a screen print on a t-shirt, or it could just be just your hand just painting on anything. It could be a snapback hat. It could be a hoodie, a jacket, what have you. Start with hand paint. The reason being is because people value hand painted or handmade so much more, and they have no problem supporting and helping out or spending money on anything that's creative but also handmade. So step number one, the reason why I highly recommend hand paint and I push it to you that please launch with a handmade is because it's authentic. When you present something to anybody who is passing by your spot or online, but in this case I'm talking about in person. If you show up at a street festival, a flea market, farmers market, art fair, art expo, you name it. If you show up in person and what you have in front of you is handmade, people automatically thinking authentic. This is original. This is official. This is handmade, authentic. So the first thing that comes in mind is people thinking, wow, this is authentic. Now, when people think authentic, it also means money. I don't have any problem with spending money on buying something that's authentic, especially when that creative artist, that person is standing right in front of me, talking to me. I have no problem spending my money with him, because what I'm looking at the artist in his eye, and I'm talking to him, and this is his work. There's nothing more authentic than that. So the number one reason why people will support, will buy handmade when they meet up with you, even if you're able to convince them online by way of email or your social posting, if they understand that what you're creating is handmade, the first thing they think is authentic, and they have no issue paying for, spending more money on creative piece that's authentic. So they will buy it, no problem. That's the number one benefit for creating with handmade, just pushing handmade or launching or leading with handmade, is that it's authentic. Number two reason why I highly recommend that you start with handmade is because it's one of one. Even if you try, this hoodie that I'm wearing, this is hand painted by me. This is one of my pieces, hand painted, handmade. Now, you can kill me. You can put a gun to my chest and ask me to repaint this hoodie the same way. I can kind of play around it. I can come up with something close. I can put something that's family oriented to what I'm wearing right now. But I cannot repeat the same old hoodie that I'm wearing right now. I cannot repeat it. I cannot repeat the same patterns, the same sprinkles, the same compositions, the same color mixing, the color palettes, and all of that. I cannot mix everything. The brush strokes, everything that goes into it. The palette knives, smear that goes over it, all of that. I cannot possibly repeat every single stroke on this hoodie. So each piece is one of one. And that is one of my strengths. Even when, I don't even have to say nothing. When people stop by, or whether it's online, somebody asking me a question on the email, or somebody sending me a DM, or even if it's in person, it's like, wow, this is hand painted. This is one of one, right? It's unique. Like, or they speak for me. I don't even have to say much. They telling me, oh, this is unique pieces. This is one of one, right? Automatically, how much is it? And we don't have to bargain a lot. We don't have to go back and forth. And especially if I see the person likes it, and if they don't have enough and they appreciate it, I don't mind coming down, bringing down on the price for them. But I just want them to understand what they're buying, that they're buying a piece of art, they're buying a masterpiece, they're buying an authentic piece, they're buying a one-of-one piece. As long as they're aware, they know what they're buying, then let's do the transaction. Because after the transaction, I'm getting an Instagram follow, I'm getting an email address. So that's like a triple transaction. Even if somebody pay for, let's say they pay $100 or $150 for it, to me that value is over $500 because I got an email, I got a follow, and that is going to lead to them recommending me, telling somebody. That's going to lead to them having more conversation around what they purchased from me. Reason number 3, the benefit number 3, why I highly recommend you should start with Handmade. You should launch your art career, your product, Handmade, is because people just love them some unique pieces. Anytime that somebody can just think unique in their head, if they can just think, it's unique, that automatically it's currency. Automatically it means just currency. And it automatically just entices them to just put their hands in their pocket and dig out the money and put it into your pocket. That's what unique pieces does. And all this is all emotional, this is all psychological things that people just, they lead people to make a purchase. So handmade means a unique. And once you present a unique piece to the marketplace and people come by, people come in contact with you and they understand that what you are pushing is a unique pieces, they have no problem supporting you. It entices them, it encourages them, it inspires them, it motivates them to actually take the money out and just put it into your pocket. So think handmade lead to a unique pieces. When people understand that this creative artist, this maker, this designer is presenting a unique piece, they automatically start thinking, I need to get this, because if I don't get this, I'm gonna miss out. And that creates impulsive buying. It makes people make impulsive purchases. Automatically, that leads to your business having revenue coming in, having income coming in, and that's how you stay growing. Now, this might be a very small niche. It might be something like a sector of the business that's not mass. But trust me, the mass production, the mass business will come and go, and you will stay in this lane for as long as you want to stay in. I'm telling you, I've been doing it for 10 years. And if I want to do it for the next 50 years, I can continue to do it, because I've seen it. I've seen the patterns, I've seen the data, I've seen the behavior, I've seen the psychology behind handmade, and it works, and it has worked for me, and it continue to work. It has continued to work, and I think it's going to continue to work. So I encourage you to think handmade. That's the benefit number 3. People love unique pieces. And then benefit number 4 is that anything that's handmade, anything that's made with hand, that's created with hands, it leads to conversation. So when you create a handmade piece, it becomes a conversational. This is a conversational piece. This alone can lead to 2, 3, 4, 5 people just start having conversation. And somebody will be like, oh, I remember there was a guy back in the 80s. He used to make this around my way. And somebody will also say, yeah, I'm from Ohio. And when I was growing up, I remember when we was in school, and it's like infinite conversation, just keep going and on. And before you know it, 2, 3 people that just came out of nowhere, standing by your art, having a conversation, and which would lead to 2 of them buying, and all of them giving you their email address, or all of them giving you a social media follow, which will lead to future purchase. So handmade, hand painted, or hand created, however you want to call it, will always lead to conversation. It doesn't matter whether you sewing by hand or it's a weaving or whatever you want to do it. But I'm just saying that if it's handmade, then it's conversational. And people love to have a conversation when it comes to pieces that's made with a human hand. Because nothing beats that. Not AI, not the screen printing machine, the digital machine, none of that. The only thing that beats handmade is handmade. So nobody can compete with you but yourself. So that is the benefit number 4. It is a conversational piece. It's always gonna create conversation. People will see it and it will lead to them having conversation. And that conversation will lead to you having more awareness, having more attention, having more network, having more connectivity, and then that will lead to purchase instantly, impulsive purchase, or future purchase. The only thing that matters is that it's gonna lead to a revenue, either now or in the future. It's gonna lead to an income, either now or in the future. That's what matters, because in order for business to grow, in order for us to be successful in business, we always need new customers. We always need new people coming in. And that's why if you pay attention on your social media, all these influencers, all these coaches and whatever you see, what have you, if you pay attention, they're pumping and pushing Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Because in order for their businesses to continue to stay in business, they need new customers coming in all the time. And that's why they never ever stop promoting using Facebook ad or Instagram ad. So you need to always have a way to bring more customers in. Now, we don't have the budget to do the Facebook ad and the Instagram ad and spend that kind of money. But because it's handmade, because it's a unique piece, because it's authentic, because it's one of one, that is the power. That is the power that leads to us having more customers. Being an artist is such a powerful tool. It's so much more that you don't actually have to spend so much money for Facebook and Instagram ad. That the art itself, the hand painted or handmade itself, leads to bringing more people in, leads to bringing more customers into your business. So it's all about bringing in new customers. And let's say you bring in 8 customers. Out of those 8 customers, 2 will buy, 6 will buy later down the line in the future. And that's what it's all about. So we stay growing and growing and growing and growing. And it's all about when someone think of buying something for a birthday, for a gift, for graduation, or anything that you come in mind, like, oh, there's this creative guy that make hand painted or hand created pieces. You know what? I'm gonna get that for that occasion as a gift, because it's unique, it's authentic, it's one of one, it's a conversational. So that is the benefit number 4, conversational, when it comes to handmade. And then the benefit number 5 is that people just happy to support something that's made with hand. It's just natural. People, I myself, when I'm walking down the street, when I go to a different borough, if I go to Brooklyn, if I go to Queens, if I'm in a different area, if I come across a creative person that's selling something that's handmade, I'm telling you, man, I feel the urge to support, just to support, because I can understand and I can feel it. And people just love to support artists, creators that's always make things with their hands. So handmade also lead to people just being happy to just support. People love to support creative work. So benefit number 5 is that people love to support. They just love to support. They're not ready to buy. They didn't leave the house thinking that I'm going to go out and I'm going to meet this guy who's a creative person. I'm going to support him. But if they come across you impulsively, they're just going to make a purchase. It's the same way if they come across you online, on social media, or say on Google or whatever, what have you. If they're able to convince that you actually made this by yourself and it's handmade, it's the same way. But in person just works more. It works better. And then online will be later on down the line. So that's why I never want you to miss an opportunity to cover all your bases. So you cover the in-person, you cover your social media, you cover your email, and you also cover your website. And then if you're doing like YouTube content or whatever, you cover that part too. So Either way, everything leads to conversion. Everything leads from here. It goes wide and then it comes like this, and then they converge right here, and the purchase happen. And then you start again wide, and then you bring it all the way down. They convert, and then purchase happen. So you just cover all your bases. It's not that one is way better. Of course, like I said, my secret buying, what works for me more is in person. I love in person because I get to meet people, and then they remember who they met. They remember their artists. And if we stay in contact on the social media, on email, or even they're watching my YouTube videos, it just they can still remember that they met me in person and we had a conversation. And for me, that emotional connection, it's a lifetime, and that's why I kind of like the in person more. But whatever's working for you, if social media is working for you, then that's your buying. Keep double down on that. If your website, for whatever reason, Google's sending you mad traffic for your website to convert, then just go hard on that. If it's TikTok or YouTube, what have you. But if you just getting started, or if you've been doing it and it's not working, it's very tough, then for the relaunch, think Handmade. So I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna stop it right here, and I'm gonna encourage you, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and share and comment and like. Send this video out to someone who is a creative person who's been trying to do it and it's still tough and is trying to figure it out. Tell them I said this time, launch Handmade. Start with Handmade, lead with Handmade, and trust me, they will see the difference. So I'll see you on the next one. Click on the link, go to my website, support me anyway if you can, and that's the best way to support me. Other than that, subscribe. Peace, salute, one.